Good morning. We are in the car. It is, what time is it? 9:10?
9:15.
Oh, I've left my watch at home. Never mind.
It's 14 past.
It's 14 past. There we go. We got the specific time from Phoebe back there. We are off to football. Sunday is all about the football.
Pink.
Yes, they're playing in their pink kit. They're playing away today, and their away kit's pink. What was I saying? Yes, we're off to football. We are playing in Aylesford today.
Aylesford, yep.
Yeah, which is quite a nice place, although I'm guessing the football bit won't be very picturesque. We're off to pick up a couple of the other players. Oh, so many mushrooms. I have to go on a little mushroom walk.
My best friend, my best friend Maddie, who I sit next to in maths and history, and we're in the same form as well.
Is that one of the ones we're picking up now?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
And Ibu. So that's what we're doing. That's how we're starting Sunday. And then when we get back, I need to continue editing my Yarndale vlog, because I started that yesterday and it's so much fun. It's just so fun reliving some of the funny conversations and things that we saw, and it was just brilliant. I want to go back and not feel so ill on day 2.
Where did you go?
And then, what was that?
Where did you go?
Yarndale, when I was in Yorkshire.
Oh yeah.
And then we're going to have a roast dinner. First roast dinner in ages. We're going to have roast chicken with all the trimmings, and my mum's going to come. So that's the plan for today.
Can I get a medium chicken select meal?
Where am I going to put this? Which terrible angle am I going to choose today? I've actually put you on the tripod. Hang on. Oh, there we go. There we are. Right, let's just take the earphones out. I am making a start on dinner preparation. So we are going to have chicken, roast chicken, which I could do in the air fryer, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to put the oven on. This is going to make my eyes water. I've just chopped an onion, put it in the bowl and cover it. Because I'm making stuffing, and it suddenly occurred to me that I should probably mention what stuffing we have, because I grew up with Scottish parents. My entire family are Scottish. So we always had Scottish stuffing, which is basically scurly. So it's oatmeal mixed with onion and oil, and that's what we stuff in. It's one of my most favourite things in the entire universe. However, so oatmeal, I think, is called different things, different places. So I've got here porridge oats. But oatmeal is like porridge oats, but very, very fine. It could be... Would you describe it as pinhead oatmeal, or is that still not fine enough? I don't know. But you can't get it down here. I usually stock up when we go up to Scotland and get oatmeal. But it's been a while since we've been up there, so actually I might message my aunt and uncle and see if they would mind sending me some down, because I'm going to need it for Christmas. Anyway, you don't need to know that. What I'm going to do instead is blitz some porridge oats so they're finer, and that should just about do the job. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to mix it with an onion, which I've chopped up really finely, and I do it all by eye, so I don't know the measurements. But I'll show you what it looks like. So unhelpful. So what I've done is, I'm just going to try and describe it. I've done enough oatmeal, so when I mix it with one very finely chopped onion, it's more oatmeal than onion. And then I added enough vegetable oil to bring it together so it's not dry, but it's not wet, it's just a bit damp. Enough to just make it stick to itself a bit. So I'm going to put this under the skin of the chicken breast, and I'm also, any that's left over, I'm just going to cook in a dish on its own, which is what I would often do if my sister was here, because she's vegetarian. So she would have the stuffing just cooked on its own, not outside of the bird. But I've definitely done too much because we all love it so much, so I want to have too much so we can eat it. But I'm not going to show doing that because I know not everybody likes to see raw meat being prepared. So I'm going to do that now, and then I'm going to show you what I do with the potatoes, which at this point I just need you to remember and bear in mind that I have no idea what I'm doing. This is my version of Hasselback potatoes. It might be how Hasselback potatoes are done, I don't know. These are just little new potatoes, baby potatoes, which I have parboiled for about 5 minutes, so they're a bit soft. I gave them a good wash and a scrub, but I haven't peeled them or anything. These are 2 metal straws, okay? And then what I do is I put my potatoes in between the metal straws, and then I cut down a few cuts until my knife hits the straws, like that. And then I put it on a baking tray, and then I do it with all of them, so it takes ages. I'll come back to you once I've done them all. Welcome back. I have prepared all of my potatoes, and I've drizzled some olive oil and sprinkled on some salt and some garlic powder, and now I am gently agitating them. I got some that kind of fell apart a bit. I'm just going to shove those in as well. Who cares? I probably did a bit too much olive oil actually. Is there such a thing? I don't know. So there we go. And now I'm going to try and put them so that they're cut side up. But I can't really see on all of them, but I'm not sure if it matters. And then I'm just going to cook them until they look until they look cooked. Probably at about 200 for about half an hour, I would imagine. But I'll if I remember to let you know, I will. Chances are I forget though. Best cooking show in town. Yeah, they smell nice. Mother is here. They haven't seen you yet. There she is, and she's knitting a fabulous pair of socks with yarn. Someone gave me this yarn and it's beautiful, and I gave it to Mum to knit with because I can't knit all the yarn. And it's lovely, isn't it? It's come out so really nicely.
Really pleased with it.
Where's the label? Ali's Comfort Socks. Did I write on it who gave it to me?
No.
This one. And the colour is 7654. That's a lovely colourway name. Yeah, it's coming out really well.
Yeah.
Oh, the chicken is in the oven. I'm going to cook it ahead of everything else and then cover it and then cook everything else in the hotter oven. And I'm just waiting for my video to upload, which seems to be taking a ridiculously long amount of time for some reason. Probably because Dan was on it and it has to process that.
Yeah, all my face.
Right, the veg is in the oven now. I just wanted to show you that I bought on the back of yesterday's conversations about breakfast. I've got some yoghurt so I can make myself some overnight oats. I think I've already got some seeds. Someone else said about putting seeds on top, but if not, I shall add those to the list as well. I got not fat-free yoghurt. Normally I would get fat-free yoghurt, but I'm wondering if perhaps non-fat-free yoghurt will be much nicer. Oh, you just trod on my toe. The cat just trod on my toe, made me jump out of my skin. But also might be a bit more filling because it has fat in it. So I've done that. And I'm about to make Yorkshire puddings, so I thought I'd show you that as well. Right, working quickly. I've got my little muffin tray with, I only put a tiny bit of oil. I oil the cases and then I put a tiny bit of oil in the bottom of each one. Fill them up to about there. So neat. And I will hopefully either, if I can find the link to the recipe I use for Yorkshires, because I've never been able to make them until the last year when I found this recipe, I will put it in the description. Let's get the last bit out, because these work brilliantly. Let's get them in the oven. There we go, they're in. I've got them in the top oven because our grill is also another oven. It's a conventional oven. This is a fan oven, but I find that the Yorkshires work fine up here. And the most important thing with these is do not open the door. 25 minutes, don't open the door. It might have also been handy if I'd put it on to heat up to the right temperature. So let's just turn that up a bit. Let's see how it goes. Overnight oats. Okay, I always use a third of a cup measure. I don't know if you can see. You'll just have to trust me. It says third of a cup. But it doesn't really matter what you use as long as you use the same measure for all three of the main ingredients. So 1/3 of a cup of porridge oats. I'm just using the cheap ones. 1/3 of a cup of your chosen yogurt. Cool, that's really thick and creamy. That looks really good. 1/3 of a cup of milk. I've made it with oat milk before or other forms of milk, but I tend to just do the semi-skimmed. So that's your basic ingredients. Now you can add in your other bits. So I like chocolatey. So I'm gonna put in some cacao. I put it in at this stage. I find that cacao doesn't dissolve easily. So I'm gonna mix that in a bit straight away so it can get a bit of a start on getting mixed in before I add the other bits. Ooh. It kind of floats. It's been a while since I made overnight oats, but this looks runnier than I would have imagined. It does thicken because it thickens overnight, but I'm going to leave it like this, and if it turns out that I need to add a bit of extra oats the next time, then I will. But yeah, I would have said it should be a bit thicker than this, but time will tell. Right, I'm going to put a bit of honey in. Split. And I'm going to put in some just 100% palm oil free peanut butter. I actually prefer cashew nut butter, but we don't have any. Yeah. Mix that all up. And then if I want any fruit or anything with it, I'd just add that fresh in the morning. But to be honest, I don't really like eating fruit in the morning. I have a banana for mid-morning, but first thing, no. Oh, we could put some chia seeds. No, thank you, Mother. I'm just showing everyone how to make overnight oats. Okay, that's it. I'm going to put a lid on it and put it in the fridge. And then try to remember that I made it in the morning and eat it. Because knowing me, I'll forget.
So you could be at home on the moon lounge.
Yeah. Mummy's admiring my fancy looking tripod that I'm using. I'm now doing broccoli cob, which is something I learnt from Suzanne, my friend Suzanne over at Green Lumpkin Yarn. She showed this on one of her vlogs once, and it's been a revelation. It's the stalk of broccoli. You cut all the outside bits off, so you've got the middle. And then you can cut just slices like that. Cut it into slices. Here we go. Get a little plate. Assemble on the plate in a plonking variety and sprinkle on some salt. Then have one before you take it through to offer it to everyone else, otherwise they'll all go. Broccoli corn.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Too good. Just going to put my lovingly made gravy on the table. I opened the granules myself. Looks like I'm having a cup of tea in the measuring jug. Look at the Yorkshires.
They do look epic.
I think they're ready. I'm going to take them out. Dinner is served.
I've got some lemonade.
You got some?
Please, I'll take a while.
I'll just.
I can always quickly whip up some more from scratch.
Very clever of you.
It's a bright light. Oh, it's like we've got two
Does
hints.
anybody else want a cup of tea?
Cup of tea.
No, thank you. I'm drinking beer.
Yeah, a glass of wine. It's post dinner. It was lovely because we haven't had a roast dinner in so long. It meant we all really enjoyed it, and now we're all going to go and watch the Strictly Results show. My vlog is still not up because I've had horrible technical problems, but hopefully when I go through now it'll be ready to hit publish. So hopefully when that does go up there are no further issues with it. Thank you very much, Dan. He's just topped up my glass. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow for Monday, and just thank you so much for your lovely comments and things. I did a bit of catching up on those today. You do make us laugh. Oh, I spoke to Suzanne. I texted Suzanne behind Green Lampkin Yard. I need to open some more. I'm going to open a couple of these tomorrow.
Yeah.
And asked her about whether it's a countdown and open 13 to 1, because we had those questions yesterday, or if I should be doing 1 to 13. Suzanne said it's definitely 1 to 13, but Dan, even though it's Suzanne's countdown, disagrees. He agrees with you.
Because you're not counting down, you're counting up. You can't call it a countdown.
Count up.
When a space rocket takes off into space, do they go 1, 2, 3? No, they don't, because they count down.
Oh well, there you go. Thank goodness NASA aren't watching.
I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter.
I
You
was
can do
thinking-
whichever way you like. You could
saying-
do odd numbers and even numbers and odd numbers.
I could do a count in. I've opened 1 and 2, and then if I then open 13 and 14, and then go back and open 3 and 4.
I thought it only went up to
13 and 12, and then 3 and 4, and then 11 and 10, until I meet in the
Or
middle.
you could just randomly stick your hand in and pull out anything and just open all 13.
No,
of
my
the
brain cannot cope with that. I'm going to stick to 1 to 13. This is the kind of top level intelligent conversation that you tune in for. I'll see you tomorrow. Sorry, what did you just say? I was just going to film Mum's mug, and she's got my Strictly Socks mug. Just as I turned the camera on, what did you just say? She went, I must ask you, because I don't usually watch your knitting and crochet videos.
I don't. I just want to know what you do for the Strictly Soccer line. Do I have to look at it to find out?
Well, because you don't watch, you don't know I'm not running it this year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you don't have to do anything.
I'm knitting a pair of socks.
You are knitting a pair of socks. And she's going to knit them whilst we watch Strictly, but there's no Strictly Sock along this year.
All right.
Just this year. Taking a break.
You just knit socks during the Strictly season in whichever way you see.
And it doesn't matter anyway, because the whole thing about the Strictly Sock along is you have to cheat.
Oh, okay.
But
So you have to knit socks?
You have to knit socks. But you can if you can demonstrate in hilarious ways why you should be allowed to knit socks.
Okay.
I don't like Strictly, therefore I'm watching 100 to 1 at the same time as Strictly's on.
Yeah,
for example.
that's the kind of silliness we expected here.
Well, I'm just knitting socks.
Yeah. Well, you can say because you're the mother of the podcaster whose videos you don't watch, who runs the Strictly Soccer Life. How rude. I'm just popping in because I've seen on Instagram, and I wanted to give her a bit of a shout out because she's my friend and I love her, is Nancy, my friend over at Knit Sip Happy, is having a sale on all of her fabulous sock patterns. You've heard me mention them so many times before, and there's 20% off all of her sock patterns until midnight on the 13th. So I'm saying this on the 12th, so you're not going to see this until the 13th, and she's in Canada, which is 5 hours behind us, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
So if you're watching this and you like sock patterns for knitting, you'll be in time to get 20% off. If I remember, I shall put a link in the description. Otherwise, just search up Knit Sip Happy for 20% off. I'm going to go and do a bit of shopping. Awesome sauce.
Awesome sauce.
Welcome back to MasterChef Australia. Why did I just say that? No? Yeah. Oh, these tripods driving me mad. G'day. I don't know why I said that. Let's not say that on the vlogs.